just go unbolt it. And I was like, I don't have no tools.
Hello, everyone. We're live now.
Hey.
Why do you... What's wrong? Okay. Anyways, yeah. So, welcome back. We missed last week. Lots has happened since we last saw each other. If you're new here, welcome. Please subscribe for the podcast. And we are supposed to do this every Sunday at 8 p.m. We didn't do it last week. Circumstances happened. You want to divulge in what happened last week around this time?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
I'm just joking. Well, last week this time I was asleep.
Yes, she fell asleep and missed the podcast, and I was super...
I didn't fall asleep. I stayed asleep.
Yeah. And I was a little perturbed. That's why we missed last week. But then something else happened. If you're not...
No, I totaled my car.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, well, that happened. But she got a new car a couple days ago, or was it? I forget. Was that yesterday? That was yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
okay.
Yesterday I got a new car.
Yep. So that happened, and she's okay. The dog also was in the car during the accident, escaped, was gone for 24 hours, but we found her, so that was good.
According to the people that found her, she was in the park I was going to, playing with dogs. So I have a Superwoman dog.
Yep. She's amazing. And hello, Atticus. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. The Super Bowl is lame anyway, so thanks for watching.
Go Rams. Make me sick, Brady.
Anyway, yeah.
Can't stand him.
Dude, I'm not the least bit interested in the Super Bowl this year, let alone the commercials, because I know they're going to be virtue signaling mess.
I really hope PewDiePie has a commercial, though.
I don't think he does. I think there's just... I saw on Twitter people there that had subbed to PewDiePie.
At the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
That should help. He live streamed playing Fortnite today.
I saw him playing Fortnite.
It was so funny. I was in TJ Maxx laughing.
You saw it on TJ Maxx?
No, I was at TJ Maxx with my phone watching.
Oh, I see. What is this?
Great.
Yeah, I know.
What's great?
What's great? What do you mean?
He said great.
Everything
is great.
I don't know.
You know what I'm so excited about?
What are you excited
about? I
about?
wanted to go see the Lego movie, the second part.
I do too. I like the Lego movie.
Everything is awesome.
I don't
know why great reminded me of awesome, and then that reminded me of the song, but it did.
It's a thing. So we're
you okay?
Yeah, we're having more technical difficulties here because this is the program that they're going to I used so that way they can see what we're looking at, but it's being ornery. So I'm gonna refresh and do it again.
What'd you say?
It says you IDK me how J was. You asked me how I was.
Oh, I'm gonna need.
Ooh.
Thank you, because we were like,
thank you for
are
clarifying.
You having a stroke with your fingers?
I think he's just,
I know. I just like giving everybody a hard time.
Yeah, but that sentence, that first sentence, man.
But see, you deciphered that like a pro. I was like, no, it's not happening.
That was good though. Okay, so we're just gonna get right into it, cause man, so much has happened. So much has been going on in the world today. First, we're gonna start off with just the abortion topic. We're gonna talk about abortion.
I've never been so emotionally and mentally and physically exhausted with what is going on in our nation.
It
is so overwhelmingly stupid.
It is stupid, and it's very immoral. It is very immoral. The left claims to be the people who have the moral high ground. That is not true in the least.
I really, sometimes I try to understand where they're coming from, and then I don't, and then I always make the excuse, you know, you can't understand stupid, and it might be contagious. It's just something I say, and there is no way that they can still claim to be the moral compass, the moral anything of anybody. I mean, animals treat their offspring better than this. I don't understand.
I don't either. It's something.
I don't understand. It's really, like, what did you say? They're sacrificing to this
in the Bible. No, it's not a goddess. It's a god. But there's this in the Bible. There's this god named Molech, and by worshiping him, you sacrifice your children to the altar. There's a lot of people who are really into Molech right now because they literally want to kill babies as they're being born just because, oh, you know what? I don't feel like having a baby. Therefore, I am mentally not ready, so therefore you can kill it.
And for them to say, there's been a whole bunch of kind of level-headed liberals debating this, and then they're like, well, there's this Hippocratic oath thing, so you won't be able to find a physician that's just going to say, oh, you know what, yeah, I see that you're suffering, and I see that you're having mental issues. Yeah, let's go ahead and abort the baby, even though she's not, or it could just be temporary. I mean, postpartum depression is a thing. And some women are going to have it. It's inevitable, but that doesn't mean you kill your baby. And that's what's going. They're going to kill the baby because postpartum depression. And then I swear the next thing that's coming. We already have physical health. Emotional health is now a thing. I swear. Watch. In the next few months, if not sooner, I'm saying within a year, they're going to say financial health is a reason to kill a baby. It is coming. Yeah. And then they want us to compromise with them. I don't, there's no compromising with that.
There really isn't.
It's just no. You cannot kill your children. Stop.
The answer is no. You cannot. That is not an excuse to murder your child.
Like, if we can, like, really go in and really go in there and debate and go into a room and not come out until we have a compromise. Like, if we could get rid of all of this, I will...
If we can get rid of... No, wait.
I can't say, I'll give you 6 weeks to make up your mind if you want to kill... I can't do that. No, you can't kill your baby.
Look, if we can get rid of all abortions that are for convenience, and we have those rare cases where it's the life of the mother, rape and incest, which are super rare.
Less than 1%, is it?
2%? It's very rare. I wouldn't be okay with it because I think in rape, I'm one of those people that still think that if you're raped, you should still keep the baby, okay, or give it up for adoption, not keep it. You don't have to keep it, but you can give it up for adoption, but you don't have to kill it. You don't want to have an act of violence be met with another act of violence. That's how I feel about it. If you have a pregnancy that is very hard, and you might lose your life. I think that we are making strides in medical medicine every single day.
Even more rare.
It is even more rare, but yes, there are ectopic pregnancies where the baby is formed outside of the womb. That's the only medical thing that I can think of besides cancer, and you don't have, like, the strength to push, or something, you're going through chemo or something like that, and, you don't want to hurt the baby, but you need the chemo and all that stuff. That's all I can think of. But these instances where, I wasn't ready, I don't want to put my career on hold, I don't want
stretch marks, I don't want to get fat.
Any excuse.
Which, both of those are fixable.
Yeah,
they got creams and pills, and ellipticals for that. I mean, I don't get it. There is nothing wrong with having a baby, and if you absolutely do not want this baby, giving it up for adoption. It costs zero money to give your baby up for adoption. Mm-hmm. It is absolutely free. All you have to do is produce a human being. All women are superheroes. We can make humans and give it to somebody else. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's really even that simple.
Like these like not so legal abortions. I would much rather have that than kill a baby. I would much rather have that child be raised in a lesbian household, a gay household, or whatever household, than killing it.
Yeah.
At least they'll be loved.
And then people will have the excuse, oh, it'll be raised in foster care, and that's not good. Like,
I mean, how many there are a lot of foster cares, but there are a whole lot more people who want children.
And I don't understand why they demonize foster homes and orphanages. Just because you're raised in an orphanages or in a foster home doesn't mean you're going to have a horrible life.
I mean, there's so many success stories.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of real movies from it.
I know. And yeah, you may have a hard life. Let's say you grow up in the system and you're a bad child and, someone abuses you or something like that. You can still pull through. Yeah, a hard life does not mean
and then make a killing telling your story and writing books and being a motivational speaker. And what kills me, I've always said this, I'm like, don't sit here and complain. Especially these lefty people that are advocating for killing babies in any trimester. And let's say they come down with cancer. Mm-hmm. Don't sit here and complain and ask to be raising money. Now, I feel for the person, but I can't take them seriously because we probably would have been cured cancer by now. They have killed so many children. You have no idea if one of them had the touch of God to cure cancer. I don't understand. A whole lot of things probably would have been solved if Margaret Sanger never existed. Maybe we should have aborted her.
No, we don't want to.
I'm just joking. That was completely a joke. Who was it that said who would abort baby Hitler? Who made that argument?
Ben Shapiro.
There you go. Totally agree. I would not have killed baby Hitler.
You you raise him up right and put him in the right environment.
Yeah, his parents were awful.
I was gonna say something.
I'm sorry, I ramble a lot.
You do. Oh yes, the amount of babies that have been aborted since Roe v. Wade can fill Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, where they're having the Super Bowl right now. I think it might be over. I don't know. Don't care. But 860 times the stadium. That's how many children have been aborted. And yes, Kathy Tran, this is the person that put forth legislation to have an abortion at any time for basically any reason. The language was very vague, and it could be transformed into any way to make it work. And she knew what she was doing. And I don't know if you guys know this, the people watching, but she was the same person that brought forth a bill that tried to protect a certain type of caterpillar.
Wasn't it in the same week?
The same day, I believe.
Oh, that's even worse. Yeah. Okay, so let me get this straight. You want to...
Hi, Brian. Oh, thanks for tuning in.
Hey. You want to kill babies,
but protect caterpillars.
Even if you think it's a clump of cells. So you want to kill these clump of cells, but save the caterpillar clump of cells. Because they're a clump of cells too, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Why do we have such... Because I do too. I do the same thing. We have such an affection for animals. I love doggies. I love puppies. I love anything cute. Okay.
Which is very vague.
I like any whatever.
Who in here thinks squirrels are cute?
We're not having this conversation right now. This is a serious conversation, right? So, like, but I recognize that I would put, like, if there was a burning building and there was a baby and a puppy, best believe that puppy's gonna die unless I can carry them both. Which I probably won't. I want to cuddle the baby, and maybe the dog can follow me out if he's smart, or she, whatever. Brian in chat says, I'd bring forth my bill on you and your sister. Would you please stop? I tried not to smile.
Who is that? Who is that?
That's Brian.
Brian, stop it.
The Butter Baron.
Stop it.
Yes.
This is serious.
This is serious. This is serious. We can't be saying those things right now. Okay? Anyways, we love you. You made me read that out loud, Baron. Brian Butter Baron. Rhoda Boy. Hey, what's up? I don't know how to say your name, by the way. Rhoda Boy? I'll just say Rhoda Boy. But yeah. Humans are important. You may think that they're stupid. You may think that they're very inconvenient. They are. Babies are inconvenient. They wake you up.
Not if you give them up for adoption.
True, but you know, when you have one, they wake you up all hours of the night because they need to be fed. They
talked
poop.
about that in church today.
Yeah, I saw the live stream of it. I had
how
a huge
children are a blessing.
They are a blessing.
When they wake you up, say, "Hey, I'm hungry." It is a blessing to feed them. I wanted to have a whole bunch of kids. I guess I still could if I met somebody tomorrow and hit it off, and then we're married real quick. But anyways, but I remember I was talking to Tracy, and she said that she was on the fence like a majority of her life if she wanted to have kids. She said this world is just crazy, it's cruel, and she didn't want to bring children into the world like this. And I'm like, I think the exact opposite. I want to have bukus and bukus of kids to fix it. I was like, that doesn't make sense. Why would you not have any kids and distill upon them the wisdom and how you should treat other people and this, that, and the other, so when all the other people are dead and gone, we can bring up a new generation of just smart people. People. I don't know how to put it. I'm not always that eloquent. But it doesn't make sense. I'm like, how could you ever think that? And you know, Tracy's old. She can't have kids. She never had kids. Yeah. Because she didn't want to raise kids in this world. Right. And I'm like, this world is never going to be perfect. But if you never have children because the world's not perfect, we all be extinct.
Hey, I mean, it's getting to that point to where, you know, black people used to be the majority minority in America. And now that has switched to Latinos, who is all about family. They always have bukus of kids. Being real.
I mean, they do.
They have bukus of kids, okay?
And they have, for the most part, they have good family values.
They do.
You take care of your family. There's always a grandma in the home. They take care of their grandma until they die. They take care of their kids. Their kids are not like all over the place like some kids are. I'm sorry, that's the majority, white and black people. Their kids just be everywhere in Walmart. You don't really see Latino kids like that. At least I don't.
I don't either. That's just... Oh yes, and thank you, Mr. Brian, for adding everyone on Discord to let everyone know that we're live. And hello, Val Tanuki. Thank you for tuning in. He says, Big Fat Brian disapproves of my movie choices, mainly due to I suck at picking movies. Well, if that's what you think.
Wait, I'm sorry. Why would you even bring that up? It's like, Brian hates my movie choices because I suck at choosing movies. Is that basically what he said?
Yes.
I'm gonna need you.
JT holds no punches. She says.
I'm gonna need you to
And
you were banned for 5 minutes, okay?
I can't ban anyone for 5 minutes.
Don't post nothing for 5 minutes.
Okay, whatever.
LOL,
I think chickens every time I eat it. I think chickens every time I eat an egg. That's...
Y'all are weird. What's wrong with your friends?
Anyways, yes. Anyways, thank you, Brian, for that. I appreciate you very much. And everyone,
and what
please,
is Tanuki?
I don't know. Everyone, please go subscribe to Big Fat Brian. It's actually it's the Butter Baron. He had to change his YouTube name because fat is offensive. So he's the Butter Baron now.
You should spell it PHAT.
Hey, maybe
go back, change your name to Big Fat Brian with a
just
PH.
put PHAT. Pretty hot and tempting. You know that's Brian. Brian's pretty hot and tempting. He's a black, white, freckled Jewish guy.
His head gonna just...
It already is.
It's gonna get even more.
He made like flat pork stuff. I don't know what that was that you made.
Flat
Brian.
Pork stuff sounds disgusting. I'm gonna need Brian to explain what he made.
You gotta watch that video. It looked like he made Spam with pork and like animal glue. Or something. I don't know what it was.
Stop talking. Stop explaining. It was disgusting.
Weird. I liked it though, and I liked the video. So
yeah,
it was good.
Pork and animal glue. Got it.
I don't know what it was. Some type of glue, and he made it.
I'm gonna need you to. No, you are banned from talking now for 5 minutes.
This is my show, JT. I don't know what you talking about. I ain't banned from nothing. He said, "Yup, it is." See, there you go. I know what I'm talking about. See, I know what I'm talking about.
Animal glue.
Animal glue. It's to put stuff and make it.
That's okay. I'm sure it looked delicious. I'm not eating it.
It didn't look delicious at all. Oh. Not to me anyway.
Okay, wait. So you made something with animal glue and it looked disgusting.
It just looked like processed, not processed, but ground meat in a square, like Spam or something. I don't really like Spam.
Why? What was the point? Brian, please explain this.
I don't know. He just wanted to see if it would hold together. And it did. I would show everyone, but stuff is messed up. But anyway, sub to the Butter Baron, and also sub to PewDiePie. I mean, if you haven't already,
what are you doing?
Yeah, what's going on?
That live stream helps, though.
It did.
Yeah,
the live stream did.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't know, PewDiePie streaming Fortnite, I would want Fortnite and Marquez Brownlee.
And then he kept dying. He kept saying, "Yeah."
That's so great. Oh gosh!
And then everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, are you really PewDiePie?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hot. Okay, let me go back to the text message that I sent myself, or to whatever, so we can you see those scarves I sent you?
Yeah.
Aren't they cute?
Government reopened.
Who cares?
Kind of last week's news. Roger Stone.
Yeah, let's talk about
BuzzFeed.
Oh yeah, they laid off a bunch of people. Let's talk about the layoffs. Well, it's prelude to my next video. Okay, so he's gonna finish the dish.
Okay, I hope it looks better than animal glue.
Nothing can make animal glue look good. I mean,
it's a prelude, so the next one, I hope it looks better. Okay. I mean, anything's an improvement on animal glue. I would say pretty much anything except for maybe animal poop. I'm gonna need you to go the other way from animal glue and a poop coat. That way, it'll make it look good.
Why would you even mention poop?
Because I said
no one eats poop, do they?
Anyways, layoffs.
Hey, it's Max Burr. I think that's Max Burr. His name is Penis Tard. Come to drop a like. Oh, thank you for the like. I can't see for whatever reason. But yeah, a whole bunch of journalists places got laid off. 15% of the staff, 10% of the staff, whatever. It was Huffington Post, BuzzFeed, The Guardian.
Was it Wall Street Journal?
I don't think it was Wall Street Journal. Serious on topic question. Why do you want to give government the right to tell people what to do when it comes to reproductive rights? I don't understand. We'll go back to the abortion thing, I guess. I don't understand why they call it reproductive rights. Reproduction means multiplying, so everyone has the right to do that. I believe that humans are made at conception, and at conception, that human has rights protected by the Constitution. So, if you, in that life, you're not giving it the due process that is protected by the Constitution. That's basically it. And I'm a Christian, so I believe that abortion is murder. But when it comes down to it, it's against the Constitution as well. So that's why. I'm not telling what people to do with their bodies, or I don't want the government really in my life when it comes to that. It's just the Constitution says they deserve rights, and you're cutting that short if someone has an abortion.
I don't understand how people make the argument that as soon as somebody from Honduras touches dirt from the United States, that they have rights by the U.S. Constitution, but a baby doesn't. An American baby inside the womb has absolutely no right, especially the right to live. That is the stupidest argument I've ever heard in my entire life, bar none.
Yeah, it's not the stupidest argument you've ever heard in your
Top
life.
10.
My goodness.
Top 10.
Okay. All right. He said, what part of the Constitution? It is the due process part. I don't remember what part of the Constitution.
The right to liberty.
That's the preamble.
Oh. How?
I don't remember the what do you call it?
Dang it. Let me Google
The what do you call those?
Bill of Rights.
No. Well, maybe that. Yeah. What do you call that? The thing in the Bill of Rights, is it amendments? I don't remember what they call it.
I don't know,
but it's the
words.
due process. The due process part.
Oops.
Everyone, if they are being punished for a crime, whether it be jail time, death, any type of fine or anything, they need due process. You need to have some type conviction. This baby, which is natural rights, yeah. Hi, Ouija. I'm glad you're on my podcast in the chat. Thank you for joining. But yeah, I believe that they have due process. And a lot of people will try to argue that abortion is protected in the Constitution, which is not. No health care or any type of medical procedure is protected under the Constitution at all. And they'll try to say that it's the right to privacy. No. That's called HIPAA. And that's not in the Constitution. Privacy, it's HIPAA. You know, HIPAA is not outlined in the Constitution.
But if you want privacy, why are you having the United States government involved?
That's a good question. That's a very good
It's
question.
none
Because
of their business.
if it was covered, because it's being a lot of abortions, or not really abortions, but a lot of Planned Parenthood is being subsidized by the national government, which is our tax dollars. Brian says, do you think that the government should define when life starts?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
I don't care either way.
But you know what? I am one of those right-winged, what's the people, libertarians?
Mm-hmm.
I really hate government. I think they should get out of everything. I don't want not everything. I want a military, please.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need a military,
like police.
and I like same on the same lines. I'm gonna need them to protect us. I'm gonna need them to. I'm gonna give you some money for taxes.
Oh, we get it.
But I kind of do, and I don't want them to define when life starts. But I definitely don't want to pay taxes and give it to abortion clinics. Like if
you just contradicted yourself, you said you absolutely did, and then you said I don't know. So which
no,
one?
I didn't.
Because he asked you.
I said I kind of did and I don't.
Okay, well,
because I want government to get out of majority of things.
Okay, well, Roy the Boy, 94, I think that's her name, says if women really want an abortion, that should be an option, but late term is murder and plain and simple. Yeah, that's true. But still,
I mean, there are so. I think somebody needs to do a study and say, okay, when did a majority of abortions happen?
It happened in the first trimester.
So why is this even needed? If
Don't
you
know.
can, the first trimester is 3 months. If you cannot figure out in 3 months that you are emotionally unstable, financially unstable, or physically unstable with this baby, then something is that's just on you. You're gonna have to have the baby and give it up for adoption if you were just that slow. If it takes you 3 months to know that you don't want this baby.
A lot of people, or not say people, a lot of women are spiting people who are against abortion. Like I read an article today that said a woman had an abortion just because she wanted one. Like she just had an abortion. Like I understand if you're pro-abortion or pro-choice or whatever you want to call yourself, but don't make a life just to end it. And I've seen people do this on multiple occasions. One did it for a blog she was doing to outline how easy it is to have an abortion, and it's like,
I mean,
getting
they
your
don't
teeth
understand
cleaned.
that if they do this enough and then say they meet this amazing man and they actually want to have a baby, that they're not going to be able to.
It does.
I'm sure that they have
cause
made a
infertility.
whole bunch of strides to prevent this, but it's still a possibility.
I mean that DNC thing is crazy. Like where they suck out the baby parts and stuff. When I heard that it was 23 or 20 times more suction than a regular vacuum, and the vacuum is, like I was vacuuming today, as you can see, the dust is all in it, and I was just like. And I was thinking to myself, because abortion has been like the topic of this whole 2 weeks going on. And I was just like, man, can you imagine putting this in your cervix in this little tube, and it's 20 times more powerful than a regular vacuum? And how can that not make you, that's why, because I wrote an article on Human Defense Initiative. And if you haven't checked it out, it's my pinned tweet. My first one, and also my second one that I wrote was the most read in the site, and I'm getting a free shirt or something, so that's cool. But check out Human Defense Initiative. I was doing some research on that. There are so many abortion clinics where they had to finish the abortion days, weeks later, because there are parts left in the uterus and in the cervix. And there's so many that had to be transferred to other hospitals due to bleeding. Because if you have that suction thing, suck out all those parts.
Yeah, it's probably going to suck a little bit of you.
Yeah. And it causes tearing inside. And then after that, you don't have a uterine wall. So that's why it causes infertility sometimes. What do you mean? Oh, hello. Toy adding something. I can't see that for whatever reason. The color is off, okay? But yes, that whole DNC procedure is super, super dangerous in my opinion. It was page after page after page.
The longer you wait, the more complicated it is?
Yes. Well, not necessarily. Because the farther you are in development, the easier it is to kill the baby. Because you can see it, and they use different procedures to kill it sometimes. But the littler it is, that's when they always use that vacuum tube. So that's about when they all have the abortions in the first 12 weeks. And yeah, like it was page after page after page after page after page after page. So many, and this was just in the Chicago area. Just in the Chicago area, of abortions that needed to be completed because they got infection down there because body parts were left in their uterus or cervix, whatever you want to call it, and then just internal bleeding. And 2 or 3 women that I was doing research on, they died, and the one that I was doing the story on, they left her to die because I guess she had her abortion at 4:45 and they closed at 5 o'clock. She's like, hey, I'm bleeding. They're like, well, we're about to close, so tough luck. So they shut their clinic down and she called 911. And thank goodness she did, because she would have died. And there's 2 other women that died at that clinic as well. It wasn't a Planned Parenthood, by the way. But still, it's absolutely insane how dangerous it is and how you can easily miss stuff, you know? Because all you have to, you know, all they're doing is an ultrasound to see where it is. And you can easily miss some parts in there like that, in my opinion. Do you consider pill abortion or surgical do you consider pills abortions and surgical?
Like the Plan B.
Plan B. That I do. If the egg is fertilized and it prevents implantation in the uterus wall, that little fertilized egg is a human. To me,
it has different
it's
DNA.
going through its, you know, mitosis period. Granted, you know, it's going through the division phase probably at that time. And
but you know what? If I could get rid of all abortions and the only thing you had was abstinence in the Plan B,
I'd be okay with that.
I'd be okay with that.
I'd be okay with it too. I still think that it's ending
if you had unprotected sex, or if you had an inkling that maybe that condom broke, Plan B. And then still, there needs to be a whole bunch of strides with that pill, because that pill is not foolproof. You could still take that pill and still be pregnant.
Yep.
There's a whole bunch of ER cases saying, oh, I'm having stomach pain. Oh, you're pregnant, but I took Plan B.
It's only
so
like
sorry.
86. It's only like 86% effective.
I think if it's probably any more effective, it could like.
And the more you wait, the less effective it is.
Yeah.
So Plan B is not
like that night. You better go to Walgreens or something.
Oh, that's like whenever I went on a trip and we were on the plane for 18 hours and then we had to sightsee, so we hadn't bathed in 18 hours. No, 24 hours, and some nasty girl went and had sex in the hotel, and she walked to the clinic in a foreign country to give Plan B. Yeah, and it was the most pro-life country ever, Ireland, but she still got it. So yeah, I have fetus tears. I have fetus tears, mugs, and t-shirts on sale. Hit me up, abortionlove.com. William, I know you're a troll, but I'm gonna let you pass. Brian says, so then it's allergen, food-related, contamination, etc., related miscarriages on abortion? What? What does that mean? I don't get it.
So if you're allergic to peanuts and you accidentally eat peanuts and it causes an miscarriage, is that abortion?
Miscarriages are not abortions.
No, that means that you were carrying a baby and for whatever reason that baby died.
Yeah.
That's just like somebody, you know, with a weak immune system getting the flu and dying.
Yeah.
They're a person who died. This is a person who died.
The difference is you're not intentionally killing the child.
I was like, man, I don't feel like buying diapers and waking up in the morning or early in the morning and late at night. Kill the baby. That's a little different.
Yeah. And people tend to think, but the reason is you. But the reason is you. No, the reason is not you. Miscarriages is not a you. Cause an abortion thing. No.
Sometimes you can just be sitting there and your baby dies. I mean, it's not like you. Well, you know what? If you know you are allergic to peanuts, and if you know that if I touch this peanut or scratch it on myself and have some kind of reaction, and you know that that could possibly cause a miscarriage.
Brian, it's not a natural abortion. Abortions are not natural. It's intentionally killing. Miscarriages, yes, they are natural. It's not abortion is one thing. Miscarriage is another. They cannot be equated.
No. I mean, but there have been cases where women have starved themselves and didn't eat and did a whole bunch of running and exercising, stuff just totally abnormal, and then they miscarried. Those are things.
Okay, yeah, I get that, but it's still not something. Did they try to kill the baby? Is that what they tried?
Yes, they're trying.
Okay, well then that is
an
abortion.
Just said that they're starving themselves and running.
Still, that's still that they aborted their baby through other means. That's
yeah,
still
they just didn't have the $1,000 to give Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, it's an abortion is intentionally ending a pregnancy. A miscarriage is natural pregnancy ending without birth. That's how. So
if you are doing it on purpose to purposely miscarriage, then yeah, you're a murderer.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
If you're doing it on purpose.
Whoops. I don't know what I did there.
That's just like saying, I know my 2-year-old is allergic to peanuts, and I'm going to give her
Do you
peanuts.
think making abortion illegal stops abortion? I think it will stop a majority of it, but no, it will not stop.
It won't stop.
It won't stop it. No.
No.
I think, when something is illegal, if it's relatively easy to get to, it won't stop it. Just like weed is illegal in most states, but people still smoke it.
There's somebody right there in my apartments that lights it up every night. It is illegal in Texas.
Yeah.
It's not going, but you know what? He probably got some job that don't drug test. Mm-hmm. And he's content with that job. He's content with his non-drug testing. Probably not making that much money. Probably got to get a second job. And I can only smoke weed on the weekends for a vacation because I don't have any vacation time. Life. And okay, whatever. You're not going to stop it all.
Yeah. So making guns illegal stops gun violence? No, it doesn't. And again, I said
I'm sorry. Making guns illegal will increase gun violence so much.
Okay, because like this, it's different with abortion because I get where he's coming from. I think that making abortion illegal will stop a lot of abortions. I would say it would go down significantly, but it won't stop them all.
You're never going to stop anything that has a demand.
Yes.
Ever.
And with gun violence, there's already so many guns in circulation that it's really easy to get. But like with abortion, I mean, you're pregnant. It's not like, you could just go to an abortion clinic if they're shut down because it's illegal now. They can't be in operation. You got to do a little bit more digging. You got to do all this and this and this, and you might have to drive a long way, and people might do that.
And it might be expensive. And all this other stuff. And so whenever you see that dude at the bar and you think he's hot to trot, and you go home with him, you're going to have second thoughts about living that kind of lifestyle if every 6 months you got to drop $2,000 and do all this research and go to a back alley and almost die just to have an abortion.
That's what I'm saying.
You're going to think twice. You're going to say, you know what, you cute, but you're not that cute. You're not $2,000 and almost die cute.
He said it's not different.
Between guns and abortions?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, well, since this only affects literally half of the population, only women get abortions, so automatically it's different.
Sexist. There's more than two. I'm just playing.
So automatically right there, the numbers are drastically different. And then on top of that, not everybody just goes out and just has sex with just everybody to the point where they need abortions all the time. So there's another thing. And then on top of that, I don't know. I don't know how you think it's the same as guns.
Well, it's not the same as guns, but I think it's the same. I think he's saying it's the same argument. There's a lot of coat hangers in circulations too. They don't use coat hangers. You
can't use a coat hanger to kill a baby.
You can't. Why is that always used as the example?
I don't know. Because someone read in a pamphlet somewhere that back 300 years ago someone used a sharp object to kill a baby in the womb. I don't know. But it doesn't work like that.
I mean, you can try and kill the baby in the womb.
But guess what? You're going to kill the woman too, because she's going to bleed to death.
And not only that, I mean, if you kill the baby in the womb, you have to get it out. Like, how are you going to get it out with a coat hanger?
You have to get it out. Or The woman's gonna die.
A gun isn't alive. There, yeah, yeah.
There's another, gun's not alive.
Yeah. All right. I've been.
And guns are used for good more than evil.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, no,
I don't know the statistics on that. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
You can look it up anywhere.
Less than a third of the U.S. owns guns. That's great, but some of them own multiple guns. Did you know Daddy owns multiple guns?
Yes.
I knew he owned. I think he has 2, but I had no idea.
I'm trying to get up to Daddy's level.
I know. I had no idea until like I was like literally 30. I had no idea. He was like, I got 2 guns. I'm like, what? Where? He was like, there's somewhere. I was like, where are they? Like I had no idea. He was like, they're in plain sight. And literally like maybe, I don't know, it was sometime like last year. I was like, what's in that blue thing? He was like, my gun. I was like, what is right there? Like it was literally right there.
What kind of gun does he have, you know?
It's a shotgun and a pistol.
There you go. I just want pistols everywhere.
I want a cute gun. I want a short.
I want one with cute glitter on it.
Dude.
I want one with that's just like matte black and very intimidating. I want one that's like pink. Yes, I want glitter, pink, and black.
I want just a holographic.
Yeah, you're taking it a little too far.
People gonna know when they get shot, man. They're gonna get a dose of fabulous.
By me.
They're gonna get a dose of
I'm gonna shoot you and it's gonna be like glitter coming out too. So you're gonna get a makeover and learn your lesson.
Girl,
thank you very much.
They're gonna be ready for the mortician right then and there. When they get shot.
Don't mess with me. You're gonna look fabulous.
I was an armed guard. I'm not against guns. Oh, he was talking about something else. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna move on. We're gonna switch topics.
We talked about abortion way too long.
Yeah,
because we moved on, and then he had a question.
Yeah, but we'll talk about what we're gonna talk about. I think Roger Stone.
Yeah, we were talking about Roger. No, well, we talked about BuzzFeed for.
The layoffs. Because like, why are they so daggum surprised?
Don't know. I mean, there's been so many stories of them saying, oh my gosh, this happened.
Yeah.
Oh crap, that was not true.
Case in point, the Covington kids. Those Covington, when you saw the video, you had no idea why they were in trouble.
Yeah, I was like, what did you do wrong?
Exactly.
I was oblivious. And then everybody on the chat was like, well, he was just standing there. And I'm like, and? Well, he was smiling. And I'm like, and?
Yeah. And then he came and messaged me, that guy, saying that he did the research and he realized that he was wrong. And I don't
understand how you could even blame them to begin with.
I know.
Even the little bitty clip that everybody else saw. I saw the same clip and I was like, I don't understand. What did the kids do wrong? Nothing.
Yeah, and this is why
you have to have the worst lefty goggles on to blame those kids for anything. Because first of all, they're kids. Mm-hmm. Second of all, the kids. Every other
and third of all, they're boys. Okay,
they're all boys.
They're boys.
I mean,
let them have toxic masculinity needs to come back into the world. We need the toxic. Don't listen to Gillette.
We need the masculinity back. There is toxic masculinity. You beating up people, that's a little too much. Mm-hmm. But we need masculine people with the chest hair and the beards and treating their women right. That is masculine. Having babies and taking care of them. It's like, you want that? I got you. Mm-hmm. That is we need real men in our lives, not these betas that say, hey honey, it's your turn to pay. No boo-boo. No.
I don't mind paying, by the way. I don't care.
I'm just saying money. But if they go out of their way to say, hey, remember it's your turn to pay. No ma'am. Yeah,
but this is why the media is struggling. And this is why they come so hard for people like PewDiePie and Alex Jones because it's alternative media and they're literally beating them.
Yeah.
Like, they come for PewDiePie all the time.
Pew News has better ratings.
It does. And he actually talks about stuff that people care about.
Yeah.
And Philip DeFranco, they tried to come after, well, not really. They don't really come for Philip DeFranco that much. But, like, he's intimidating to him. Like everything that's alternative media is intimidating to them. And they wonder why when they go after the Covington kids for literally standing there, smirking menacingly. And then when the Virginia governor, literally in blackface, on multiple occasions, they're like, they may have an article about
they
it.
Won't know what to do. They won't do anything, and then they'll wait for the truth to come out. Then it's like, oh, we're gonna wait on this one.
Yeah.
Oh crap, we were still wrong. We really was hoping it wasn't him, but it was.
When it comes to their people,
yeah,
they wait for the facts. But when it comes to the right, they jump to conclusions. They make assumptions, and they straight out, flat out lie. CNN, when they had that governor making the statement or whatever, apologizing for it, CNN put that he was a Republican on the little ticker, knowing good and well he was a Democrat, knowing good and well.
That's your cousin. You know that's your cousin. Don't try to disown him now.
Yeah, and then they know because normies are gonna watch this and not gonna fact check anything. They're gonna assume he's Republican. And they're going to be like, oh, those Republicans in blackface, typical Republicans, when the KKK was started by the daggum Democrat Party. Don't come to me with that party switch mess. Don't you do it. There's more chats. Philly D lied about the dumb... Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Wait,
he
sure
didn't. About the kids?
Well, he jumped to conclusions.
He jumped to conclusions. He didn't lie.
He did what the mainstream media does, which he said he wasn't going to do.
Yeah.
He jumped to conclusions.
But he did apologize.
Yeah, he did. Well, he clarified and apologized. Oh, yeah. And that's the thing. Like, if you're going to be a media, like a news media source, why are you so concerned about being first? Because just because you're first, you know, if NBC is first, ABC is going to pick up on it, CNN. People watch who they watch. They don't watch who's first.
Exactly.
They watch...
Especially nowadays. If you are a CNN loyalist, you will never, ever, ever know that they were second.
Yeah.
Ever. You will never know because all you watch is CNN.
Yeah.
You will find out when you find out.
Exactly. Like...
It's not like people are saying, I have a feeling that there's breaking news. Let me switch over to MSNBC and then CNN and then CBS and then... No, not Fox. It's not like somebody has a spidey sense and it's like something's happening. I gotta find out what it is. I mean, it's true.
I know, but JT, all she watches is Fox. Oh my gosh, I was bothered.
The commercials.
Gutfield is a cringe fest. I'm sorry.
I think it is silly, funny, goofy mess. It is a great contrast and distraction to what is going on. The only thing that bothers me about Fox is that they have like 10 sponsors. They have 10 sponsors and they play those same commercials all the time.
And it boggles my mind.
And they are still number one.
And that's what boggles my mind. How they are still number one with no sponsors and Greg Gutfield.
I'm sorry, Greg. That may not have been the best episode to watch. It was cringe even for me. But he does have a whole bunch of shows where it's not that bad.
That were like...
Oh, that was not Greg Gutfeld. Those are the Party Bros.
No, I know, but he was on this show.
That was Waters World.
Oh, it was? Okay, my bad.
That he's more cringe. Trust me.
But this guy, there's these two guys that have this character called the Party Bros. I don't know what they were talking about, but one, he just stands like this. Yeah. And he had
a shirt of himself going like this.
And then the other guy sits there and he's
a mouth breather.
Get on my nerves. But anyways, back to the media thing. Like these, especially BuzzFeed.
Oh my God.
BuzzFeed had the original story of the dossier, and then they had the story that Miller or Cohen was told to lie about the Russian thing.
Oops,
and this could
my bad.
this this is a bombshell. This is a bombshell.
Oh,
Breaking
and
news.
also don't forget about that phone, that blocked number that turned out to be not Trump.
Nah, I don't know.
Okay, after the Trump Tower meeting with Donald Jr., he made a phone call to a blocked number. And everybody swore for 2 years that it was Trump. And then somebody in the White House or, the committee or whatever did an investigation. BuzzFeed and everybody else picked up on it and said, oh, yep, it was Trump. Trump and the Russians and his handler.
Anonymous source.
Yeah. He was like, yep, it was Trump. That block number is Trump. We are convinced. And they've been spouting that lie for 2 years. And then the investigation is completed. And it wasn't him.
Of course it wasn't him. And this is why BuzzFeed needs to be literally, I would say like the nice person in me is like, you know what? I hope those journalists find other jobs. I hope that everything.
Oh, that reminds me. When all of... I'm sorry, go ahead. It's funny though.
I understand it's funny, but I really don't want them to be in business. I don't care what happens to those stupid people on the YouTube channel and their stupid lists. They need to be defunct. I don't even want archives of BuzzFeed anymore. I blocked them on Twitter. Go ahead with your story.
So, whenever all of the, blue-collar jobs were starting to go under Obama, all of these newspapers and magazines and BuzzFeed and newspaper article people, they was like, hey, all you coal miners and white-collar and blue-collar, all these other collar people that lost their jobs, why don't you learn how to code?
Oh, yeah. Learn to code.
Learn to code. So all the mainstream media get laid off, and they were like, hey, learn to code. It pissed them off.
You're so behind in the meme game, girl.
I'm sorry.
I
don't look at memes.
I know, but this is one of the memes you finally got a hold of. I literally recorded a song for somebody, and it's called Learn to Code, but it's in, I don't want to give it away or anything. And I was like, I can't sing, but, he's wanting me to do it anyway. I sent him one, but he wants some revisions. So, yeah, Learn to Code. It's like, it's so satisfying to me to see. All these... and again, I don't want it. The nice person in me is like, I hope the best for you because I've been in your situation. I've been laid off. It sucks. I know, but your blue check mark is going to save you. You're going to find another job somewhere. I have no doubt in that. So I really don't feel sorry for you because you were the one that was encouraging these lies, encouraging this division in this country. The media is 100% complicit in the division in this country that was started, in my opinion, by Mr. Barack Obama. Okay? So I don't feel sorry for these guys at all.
And plus, that blue check might not save them because what they're going to do is what they've been doing to everybody. They're going to go back through their Twitter, go back through all their articles, find all of their lies, have a list of all of their lies before they sit down for their interview and say, explain this.
Okay, but look, so remember Sarah Jong? She got hired at the New York Times and she's like a literal racist towards white people. She's like,
I remember.
So not necessarily true with that.
But if the only saving grace they have is if they go to another lefty, liberal media site.
That's all media is.
I understand. But there is a change coming. They can't be that way forever. The generation behind us and this generation is not going to let them. They're not going to. Plus, we're not reading magazines and newspapers anymore. It's all online. And CNN and all these mainstream medias were originally threatened by everybody in our generation cutting the cord.
Yeah. And they're still getting threatened. Toya and Nidus. I have to put my kids ready for bed. You have a lovely... have a good evening. Thank you. Good night. And kiss your kids good night for me as well. No.
It's like, did your brain hit your skull when you sneeze? Why?
I'm having some allergy moments when the roof of my mouth is itching and everything. I can't concentrate.
It's like, why are you so choppy? It's like you're on the phone, but you're right here.
My sneezes are violent, okay, and it takes a while for me to catch my senses again.
It's like you need a concussion test.
You know my brain don't work. Alright, so the media is cuckoo.
Oh yeah. Alex
forget.
Jones.
What do you
mean?
mean
Roger Stone. Roger Stone. Oh, but this is a good segue. The Microsoft Edge fake news checker.
I don't really know anything about that. You can tell.
All they said was that the new Microsoft Edge update is going to help you decipher fake news. And BuzzFeed was already preloaded as an okay source, that everything they say is true.
How wrong they are. How wrong.
So I think they need to do another update already.
Girl, no one uses Microsoft Edge. No one. The only reason why I'm forced to use it is because whenever they upgraded our computers to Windows 10, they didn't put a PDF viewer on there. So now it opens with Microsoft Edge, and I freaking hate it. I freaking hate it. It sucks. You can't make edits to it like you want to.
There's one website at work that does not support Chrome, and I'm like, why? I have to open Microsoft Edge just for that one website.
It's probably some government website or something.
It's Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Blue Cross Blue Shield, get it together.
It's to see if, it's to look up people's referrals and authorizations. It isn't like Chrome.
Because they dumb. They're literally dumb.
Well, you want to talk about Melania and The Guardian, how she totally won?
Oh, yeah, that's another thing with the media. The media, or aka The Guardian, they wrote an article on Melania Trump that was totally false. Just stuff was made up. Like,
I mean, it
literally,
was so
just
bad.
made up.
It was like, you know what? I want to write an article about Melania. Okay, what do you want me to look up? Nothing. I got it all up here.
Yeah, basically. Did I get a screenshot? I want to read it.
Having eyelash problems.
That's the Bible. I didn't get a screenshot of it. I thought I did. Oh well. But yeah, they have to pay her legal fees, and they're settling for an undisclosed amount. They're just giving her money because it was liable and just like made up stuff. So that's another reason why the media is no longer being trusted by anyone, because they sit there and lied on someone who really ain't got nothing to do with nothing. It's just that she's the president's husband and
President's wife.
Whatever, you know, that's my show.
I'm a tell.
You can tell, that's fine. Let us talk about now. Let me see.
That was pretty much it. Unless you want to talk about the government reopening. Ooh, let's talk about the speech.
Which one?
The State of the Union speech.
But it hasn't happened yet.
I know.
He's gonna talk about the wall. The wall.
Do you think he's going to file that state of emergency?
I really hope he doesn't, but I think he will. I really hope he doesn't, but I think he will. I think that Trump is going to do it in a state emergency. I don't think it's something that is good for his legacy, in my opinion, you know, because that'll be a blip.
I think he has done so many good things already, even when they have accused him of every horrible thing. He's done so many good things that this blip, I would be okay with. Now, This will be the one thing everybody left of center would remember. Mm-hmm. They're never going to remember anything else, even though there is a huge list of successes. Mm-hmm. And, we've said on this channel, on this podcast before, love the outcome. Don't really necessarily like him. And will you please tan your eyelids?
He's never going to do that. That's his look, his
but
signature
anyways,
look.
I think he was a breath of stanky air.
Who, Trump?
I was trying to think. He wasn't a breath of fresh air.
To me, he kind of was.
He would have been so perfect. And I think maybe he's probably improved on this. If he would just get off Twitter just a little bit more, or won't say so many stupid things, but I think he's kind of done that. I haven't really heard of any stupid things.
Oh, you haven't heard when he was like, "Oh, we need global warming because it's so cold outside."
And I'm just gonna chalk that up to him being old and stupid.
Oh, that's just. Oh my God, have you seen Barron Trump, his son, lately? He freaking grew 6 feet tall and overnight, literally, he is taller than his dad now.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He towers over his mom.
And what was it though? They were complaining about him and a fidget spinner. Like, what the crap? He's 13?
I don't remember. I remember seeing something about that, but I don't remember.
It was around the same time of, standing there and smiling is offensive now.
It was a long time ago. I just know he was pictured with a fidget spinner. But I don't remember the outrage about it. Someone tweeted something about it or something like that. But
I don't know, but jeez.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Today, or was it yesterday? Either way, one of these days today was World Hijab Day. And they wanted you to go out and wear a hijab in solidarity with these hijab wearing women. And a school in Canada put all the girls in hijabs without the parents knowing.
I'm not gonna say did. I was like, over my body that's about to be in jail because I'm fixing to whoop every single adult in there.
Okay, so I've said before, I have a video on my channel right now, and it's about when Nike made a hijab. And I'm just like, if you are a Muslim woman and you want to wear a hijab that's breathable, you can work out and not have all that sweat collect up in your scalp and stuff like that, by all means, go out and buy that. But don't let me pretend that the hijab is not an symbol of oppression, okay? Because it is. It is a symbol of oppression. You can't wear your hair out. You can't show your ankles and your elbows because the man just might jump your bones and rape you. Like, what? Seriously. So, all the Muslim women were angry in the comments on that video, just like every single one. You're so ignorant. You don't talk about the Bible this way. I literally quoted the Bible. In that thing, it says you should be modest.
Not oppressed.
Yeah.
There's
not
a
oppressed.
difference.
Yeah. Nothing about oppression in the Bible. People will argue that it is.
Same people who
ban public prayers are the same people forcing religious fashions on us. Yeah. But this is in Canada, though. It happened in Canada. Oh, Trudeau.
That's because they want any religion except for Christianity. Any other one is okay.
Isn't it crazy?
I mean, witches are okay now.
Yeah, they tried to put
Muslims
a curse on Trump.
Okay, Lord. Islam is okay. Everything is okay.
Except for Christianity.
They have totally blocked Christianity. You say, "Oh, God bless you," to a waitress. We're gonna be banned from that restaurant for the rest of our lives. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. And
so that's okay. The last shall be first. Wait. How's it go?
The last shall be first and the first shall be last.
There you go.
You said
boom.
It
Boom.
But I was gonna say something. I forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Was it my fault again?
More than likely. And this VidCon video, and those Wiccans used to Harry Potter as the source. LOL. They used Harry Potter as a source for the witches you were talking about, I think. Something like that.
They used Harry Potter as a source?
As the source. LOL.
Of their
spells. I don't know.
Harry. I understand, but I'm confused about the Harry Potter part of it. So I'm pretty sure they have some kind of literature to go with their religion.
Hocus Pocus movie.
And you're telling me that you're going to get a book, a fictional book.
I don't know.
To make their spells.
I don't know what's happening.
I need
elaborations.
I need elaborations.
He's typing on his phone. It's difficult. He said.
I understand.
Poor Atticus. Okay.
Take your time, Atticus. Your 5 minutes is up. There you go.
No, that's not him.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Let's see. Yeah, the World Hijab Day, Trudeau. Oh yes, I think I've said this before. I don't think it's a mistake that I think it's a congresswoman, a Muslim woman from Minnesota, and then the other one from Detroit, or Michigan, I should say. They border Canada.
Are you telling me that they're possibly Canadian? Or
I'm
maybe
just
they
saying.
actually came over as refugees or whatever. Canada just let everybody in. And then it was like, I'm an American.
The girl from Minnesota.
I don't think you have to be born American.
No, you don't.
Okay, then yeah, that's probably what
you have to be a citizen. But that girl from Minnesota, she married her allegedly, okay? But this is not anything new for Muslims, okay? She married her brother to try and get citizenship.
Hopefully she just married him and that's it. And none of the other stuff that goes with marriage.
Dude, they are notorious for marrying up cousins and stuff together and stuff.
Why? It's not like there's a small Muslim population.
They are hell bent on taking over the world.
But there's a whole bunch of Muslims. Why you gotta marry your cousin?
I don't know. It's something that they do. I don't know why.
You know, maybe that's a good thing for us because they're gonna come out with all these birth defects and won't be able to take over the world.
Why do you think they're not the most civilized nation? They don't have very good genes and stuff like that. Back in the day, you know, when the Islam Enlightenment period and where they were, you know, all sciencey and stuff, yeah, they were good then, but now it's I don't know why they do it. I don't know why. And then I don't want to talk about all of that, but yeah, so much stuff I can get into about that stuff and just the culture that they have of, you know, using women as property and little boys as sexual. So crazy over there. Anywho's, I don't know what's going on with my throat right now, but it is really annoying. I'm looking for something else to talk about. I get the Super Bowl happened. Let's see who won the Super Bowl. I'm sure it's over by now. If you don't want spoilers, don't pay attention.
Spoiler alert. We're about to tell you who won the Super Bowl. Turn it off now.
Patriots top Rams to win 6th title.
Wow.
And every single person.
What was the score?
It was 1 minute ago. 13-3. What a boring game. 13-3.
People were predicting a really close game, but 34-32.
Girl.
That's what they were predicting. 34-31. It was like all these other.
Of course, an ad is trending. Pepsi more than okay. Adam Levine. I think that people thought he had a boring halftime show. SpongeBob's brief Super Bowl appearance wasn't good enough.
He's a cartoon.
What? So SpongeBob made it into the Super Bowl? Like, oh, remember Sweet Victory? See, that's the episode where he did the Bubble Bowl. Oh my gosh. Anyways. Fans question why Adam Levine can be shirtless in halftime show years after Janet Jackson. Because he's a dude!
Oh,
he don't have boobs!
I'm so tired of this. I'm tired. I need to go take a nap. I can't do this.
They really salty that he got to take off his shirt. He a dude. He ain't got no chest. He looked like a skinned chicken with tattoos. You mad at that?
I'm pretty
Pick
sure
your battles.
He waxes. Yeah.
Look at him. Look at him.
God, it's so painful. Okay.
Look at him. What he look like?
Oh my gosh.
He looked like a skinned chicken with tattoos.
He's so skinny. Why's he got a butterfly?
Give me my phone back. Look at my phone
head
back.
hurt.
They mad. Pick your battles. This is not the battle.
They
this
pick
is
their
not
battles.
the battle. This
I'm
is
sorry.
Not the battle.
They pick their battles, but unfortunately, they pick every single one.
Did I miss Adam Levine's tribute to social justice like he said he was going to do, or did he have a change of heart? That was from Mark Dice. Greg Gupfield said, this game is so bad that Adam Levine feels pretty good.
He openly hates Maroon 5.
I know he does.
Every single chance he gets, he said Maroon 5 is garbage. And they really are. I mean, do you know another octave besides high?
Is that Big Boy from Outkast?
Yes, he was there.
Oh, was Andre my boo?
No.
Oh,
it was just him.
Good. Where is Andre? He is my boo.
He's shacking up with Erica.
Are they shacking up or are they?
They're not married. They got kids.
I know they have kids, but is he like with her? Or
I don't know.
Oh, then he's still single.
Right.
Shush.
You want somebody that got
big
kids with Erica Badu. Do you know how big she is?
I don't understand how big she is. Whatever.
You know how crazy she is. She was naked in downtown Dallas. She was naked. She crazy. And you want... No, ma'am.
Anyway, so yeah, the Patriots won again. This is becoming Victorians. The left is becoming Victorians. Like... back in the day, Victorians, like I don't be getting I'm sorry.
Because I'm like, Victorians were modest and they didn't kill their babies and they believed in God.
I don't know.
They're just evil people. They're a breed of their own. We've never seen anything like this. Plus, evil just sprinkled all over them.
Okay, I wish I could show you guys this. This is why Adam Levine wearing my curtains.
That is hilarious.
Man, I wish
he literally is wearing her curtains.
I wish I could show you guys this. My computer is messed up or whatever.
Let's do this. Can you click on it and make it bigger? Yeah. Girl, just... We gonna make this work.
Okay.
Come on, make it work. Wait.
They can't see that.
Come on. Why is no lights? Anyways, you see the curtains?
No.
His tank top. Ooh, I'm probably talking real loud. I'm sorry. His tank top is the exact same pattern
it's ASMR now.
as the curtains that I cannot keep still.
What is wrong with you? Get off me! It's hot!
Here, take your mouth! Oh, God. So funny.
Okay, that was... people really salty about his being shirtless. They really are.
Don't nobody care. They just mad because women can't go all around with just their shirt off. They always gotta have...
Nice. It would be...
It would not be nice. You
because
cannot be equal with about everything.
I know. I said it would be nice. I didn't say it needs to happen. Okay? It would be nice. Because I'd be hot.
I'm so
and I'd be
sick
wanting
of
to take my shirt off.
Stupid SJW feminist idiots.
Tony Romo is trending for whatever reason. He used to be our quarterback, and he was.
I'm pretty sure 90% of the people that watch you know who Tony Romo is.
Tony Romo is the only good thing about this game so far. How does Tony Romo know more now than when he was playing?
No. He
knew.
A freaking genius.
He was. He knew.
It was Jerry Jones.
No. And Jason Garrett.
Oh, you know he was next.
Jason Garrett. We're going to talk about sports right quick, okay?
Jason Garrett needs to go away.
He needs to go. He needs to be fired.
I don't want to be mean.
No, I'm going to be mean. You suck. You have 2 playoff wins your whole career with the Cowboys. I was going to be
meaner than that. But I'm not going to say what I was thinking.
You're a Christian woman. Sit up straight. You look a mess on camera.
This is the Cowboys. Why? I don't understand how Jerry Jones...
Here's why. He wants to have that glory moment again.
No, you're not going to get it with him.
I know. But he's like, I picked Emmett. I picked Troy Aikman. I picked Michael Irvin and Deion Sanders. I got Deion Sanders for a discount. He was one of those people that nobody wanted. He played baseball. He wants that again. That's why he picked up Pac-Man freaking Jones and freaking... What's the other guy's name that was free? He took Molly. What's that guy's name? Dang it, what's his name? He didn't stay with us very long. But he wants these guys that are a discount and then they are a diamond in the rough. He don't want to spend the money, but he wants the talent.
They don't exist anymore.
I know.
They really don't. He's been looking for 10 years.
And then not only that, he's bad at picking coaches.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He's been looking for 20 years.
He's bad at picking coaches because our coaching staff doesn't know how to take care of these players. They always be hurt. Always.
And I'm sorry, it's not even just Jason Garrett. It is the special teams coach. It is the quarterback coach. It is the strength and conditioning coaches. All need to go. We have the worst strength and conditioning coaches.
Dude, okay, because every time a player leaves, besides Des Bryant, he's the exception. Every time a player leaves and goes to another team, they thrive. They get their numbers
up. Didn't he have like 4 sprained ankles and 2 hammies while he was with us? And now he's been at that team and just horrible. And then as soon as they go,
yeah, Martellus Bennett is the number one example. Martellus Bennett used to be our tight end backup for Jason Witten. And he was so-so. You know, we could see the talent in him, but he was so-so. His numbers weren't that great because, of course, Jason Witten is our number one. But then he left, and he was just like, he thrived with the New York Giants. He was great. He's a little avant-garde, but he's a great football player. Like, I don't know what he is in his personal life. He's so weird.
There are so many examples of people that were with the Cowboys for such a long time and just could not get the numbers. And then we were like, okay, you're not our diamond in the rough. Goodbye. And go somewhere else, and they're their diamond in the rough.
And the people that Jerry Jones would try and scout, and he thought that they were this great guy, and we let them go, but they didn't go to another team, like Pac-Man Jones. Like, why would you get, like, I understand, like, you can kick or throw a ball, and he can catch 8 footballs at the same time. That's great, okay?
But if you need a babysitter,
yeah,
we had to hire someone to be with him 24 hours a day.
Yeah, because he can't. He has to party. He's an arrogant football player who has to show off that he's a football player. So, yeah. I mean, there's one like in every team in the NFL. There's always that one, you know. Yeah, it was. Like,
not on the Patriots. Not on the... Bill Belichick gets rid of them.
Wait, look. Okay, you can't really talk about the Patriots because they have a history of cheating. I'm gonna be that person.
Okay,
and say
that's
that they
fine.
were cheating.
They can cheat. Okay, they can't cheat.
No, they can't.
I'm sorry, but he don't play.
He doesn't.
If you go out and party and you're not ready for practice. He does not keep them.
I know he doesn't. And that's what we need again in the NFL, because Jimmy Johnson was like that. Barry Switzer was like that even.
I wish we would have. Barry Switzer left way too early.
He did.
I don't know what kind of ego was going on between him and Jerry, but Jerry should have kept his mouth shut and kept Barry Switzer so we could have had another ring.
Yeah, well. We ain't gonna be good. We ain't gonna be good. We ain't gonna be good in a long time. So it is what it is. It's sad, but you know.
Oh, you forgot about your hot sauce.
Give me the hot sauce now. I found this hot sauce, you guys. It's great.
Lord, oh.
JT has some too. We got it at the 99-cent store. I haven't opened it yet either. Have you?
Mm-mm. Woo!
Give me the hot sauce. It says, give flavor to your food with the magic of the MAGA. And as you can see,
maybe.
It's a very bright light right there.
Hold it up. Hold it up.
Wait.
Really?
The MAGA. Turn the light on. The MAGA. Yeah, see? Yeah. So, that's great. Thank you, JT. Live taste test. Can you not sit down so hard?
Yo, dang, your couch is low.
Yeah, I know.
My knees are bad. My knees are bad and my back is bad.
Okay. Shake it up. Open it up. Ooh.
Hopefully it don't taste like vinegar. Hate hot sauce like that.
It's very vinegary.
I do it. No, I don't want to taste it. It just tastes like vinegar.
No.
Vinegar and spices.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. It's pretty terrible.
Well, it's the 99-cent though.
Yeah, it's not what it is. All right, well, that concludes today's podcast. Gosh, that stuff is awful.
I'm glad I did.
I don't like it at all. Wait a minute. Is it?
Maybe you gotta shake it up a little bit more. Maybe you gotta get something besides just the juice. No, girl,
juice now.
Give me this. Shake it. Look.
That's good enough.
I
need more. Just cause.
Here you go.
It's pretty terrible. It's still pretty terrible. It's not good at all. It's got like no. It's got flavor, but it's like a weird flavor.
Wait,
it's chicken on salsa maga.
LOL.
A whole fresh chicken, canned sweet corn, and 1 pint of salsa maga.
Ew.
This stuff is terrible. It needs some salt. Is that bad?
He needs some milk.
No. Oh, thank you for watching on Twitch. Okay, bye. Yes, we are going to end it. So, thanks for watching. Tune in next week. Hopefully, we'll be on time next week.
I'm sorry. I'm just that person that's going to be late. I am working on it.
Don't speak that.
I am working on it. But if it's not work or something I'm going to get paid for,
okay, or
important, like a surgery,
okay,
I'm going to try.
No, this is not my first stream. This is.
Oh wow!
Yeah, no, this is not. It's one of my first streams on Twitch, but I'm streaming right now on YouTube, Twitch, Stream.me, and Periscope. So I'm on multiple platforms.
Is it because of the quality of the video,
I don't know,
or the content, or you've just never seen us before?
And by the way, what's your YouTube? It's Right Wing Sister. Same as my Twitch. I plan on gaming on Twitch a little bit in the future. I just need the time to do it. Need the time. But thank you for tuning in, Mr. Orbit Mag. That sounds like a gun. The Mag 320. Yeah.
I like the way that sounds.
Stop abortion, murdering babies. Oh, hello, Mr. Fugitive Recovery on Twitch. Wow.
Why is all the Twitch people just not showing up? Where y'all been?
Where y'all been?
We've been streaming for like an hour.
Hour and a half, actually. But that's okay. I'm glad you are watching. I like how there's lots of people. Not lots. I know it's not lots of people.
We're going to make it lots of people.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you. Also, if you're on YouTube, check out the link in the description. There's STREAMLABS and Patreon. I have a Patreon.
Oh, the t-shirt shop.
Yes, the t-shirt shop.
I love her t-shirts.
I thank the Lord that I still have patrons. I don't know how. I still have 4 patrons. It's crazy. No, I've met 20 views in history and not 20 viewers. Oh, I see. Okay, well that's 20. I've only streamed once on Twitch, and that was 2 weeks ago. So understandable, I guess, for the 20 views or whatever. So yeah, but yes, we're gonna end it because I'm hungry and I'm also very sleepy. So
I'll go drink another protein drink. I'm starving.
I understand. Not many people search title about them in weird. Them, weird. I'm weird. Oh, I see. I get you. You're not weird. You know,
I'm weird.
I'm weird as well. So, you're not alone if you feel you're weird, but you're not. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Have a great day, and we will go do the same. Check out the links in the